This best ball edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. You can win up to 325 times your entry with their new Pick 8. Sign up with SGPN to claim your special pick and first time deposit offer up to $250 in bonus cash. UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Get the best data-driven props and picks from Rhythm. Claim your 7-day free trial by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM.
Hey, this is Pac-Man Jones. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Cox.
He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Cram?
Dog.
I'm pretty tired. I've been being honest with you. A lot of grinding, youth sports streets this weekend. Also grinding in the UFL streets.
Yeah,
PLL streets.
all right. I was also
unfortunately the NBA streets.
Yeah, well, NBA ended up being a push. Maybe you got the 7.5. Shout out to Scott Reichel, got us the Al Horford first quarter over. Never in doubt.
If Scott says first quarter, just listen to the rest.
I think it was one of the last shots. Horford hit a corner three. Shout out to you, Al Horford. Yeah, I mean, fuck the Boston Celtics. We'll get into that during the NBA podcast, Ryan. But we are here, Don Rock, baby. I was at my father-in-law's birthday party up near Yosemite, so a nice 4-hour drive each way. Over the weekend, it was fun trip, fun hang. But yeah, gotta hit Don Rock live at the
people
party.
People are gonna crush you. Door knock.
Why do I keep calling him Don Rock?
I don't know. It's a sweet name.
Yeah, Don Rock.
It's like Yacht Rock, but for guys named Don.
Door knock, 20-1, 17-1, depending on when you got it. That was awesome. I mean, literally, I pull out my phone and this guy at the party's like, "Hey, what are you watching?" I go, "Oh, Belmont Stakes." They're like, "Oh, did you bet on the Belmont?" I'm like, "Yeah, I bet on this horse 6, but yeah, I don't know." You know, like trying to downplay it, and then it's coming down the home stretch, and the guy's like trying to talk to me. I'm like, "All right, just relax." And then celebrating that was pretty awesome. So, shout out. That was a sweet hit on Door knock.
You hit anything else? Any exotics? I think we got washed with the Sierra Leone being in the mix.
Yeah, because I did the
exotics.
286 try box and other horses nowhere to be found. But the
losers,
the Door knock winner that carried the day home. Nice price, a lot of fun. Belmont hit the Preakness and the Belmont winner ride. 2 out of 3 for the Triple Crown. I mean, could be.
Yeah, they only remember if you win all 3.
Yeah, you're right. I was one leg short of the Triple Crown. Speaking of animals, shout out to my nieces who now apparently have some reading skills because they're like, "Baby whale," but what does "fing" mean? I'm like, "Oh, yeah, no, it's just some like the name for whale."
It's just it's "fing." It's the sound the whale makes when
they knew, you know, they're reading, they're writing, but yeah, the F apostrophe ing. They didn't understand what that was referring to, and the baby whale, and then baby whale also a great reason to get the shirt. One, it's a pretty badass design, kind of an old school classic, of course.
It's a baby fucking wheel, man.
A perfect sound drop, perfect T-shirt for the Boston Celtics, aka the baby whales. But great conversation starter at a party. People go, "Baby whales, what's that all about?" And then you look up the clip, you show them. Also, I just kept showing. I did show a number of people over the age of 70. I'm like, "Do you like Wheel of Fortune?" They're like, "Yes, I do." I go, "Oh, have you seen this Wheel of Fortune game?" And they're like, "Which one are you talking about?"
Right in the butt.
And of course, I play the right in the butt Wheel of Fortune fail. The best part was, Ryan, I don't know if you know this, Pat Sajak retired Friday.
Yeah,
was his last show. Vanna White outlived, Pat Sajak. So for everyone who's saying that Hollywood is a tough industry for women and that their looks, they got rid of Pat Sajak before Vanna White, so she's doing all right for herself and
still an athlete.
I read a little blurb about Pat Sajak in the newspaper about him retiring, and they go, Pat Sajak was known for his quick wit, especially when players of the game, contestants, got the wrong answer, including most noticeably recently when a contestant yelled at "right in the butt" for one of the answers.
Right in the butt.
I go, oh my god,
Wikipedia is great.
that made essentially his career write up. The guy said 45 years hosting the same TV show, and right in the butt makes it there.
Timing's everything, Sean.
Ryan, timing is everything. And if you're watching live, we are bringing back the call in section. So I'm sure we'll start promoting it more, kind of a last second thing to switch the call line on. But Sunday Night Football, every Sunday night from now to kickoff, we're going to be talking football. Most likely via best ball drafts, but of course,
or
we got
futures
team
or something.
previews, we got futures, and the phone lines are open, taking your calls. And of course, UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code SGPN, get the deposit bonus up to $250. And we even have a new Underdog Fantasy centric show, The Daily Dog. Bretton Hess, new podcast host for the network, went on an incredible heater. The premise of the show is very easy. Each day he gives out 3 of his favorite Underdog Fantasy picks. He's been on fire, so make sure you check it out. Nice 10-minute listen, quick listen before maybe check out our shows, the MLB show, the NBA show, daily Monday through Friday, the Daily Dog, and Circa, as we know, 60 million in guaranteed for Circa Survivor, Circa Millions. Sign up in Vegas and play from anywhere. Footballcontestproxy.com. Promo code SGP, get $50 off. Football contestproxy.com. Promo code SGP. Link also on our site. Kramer, let's get to it.
I was just thinking about the contest. Have we solidified what we're doing?
What do you mean?
Contest wise,
We're playing.
no, I know, but what are we? We 2 survivors, 1 millions.
Yes. For our group,
Yeah, for us.
for you and I, 2 survivors, 1 millions. 1 survivor, I think we do an episode and we play that one as close as we can to the book, and then 1 we freestyle each week. I think that's the formula.
I like that idea.
No,
But I have a feeling we're gonna do a lot of the same teams.
yeah, it could be. I don't know. Sometimes I felt like we've benefited from sticking to the game plan. Then other times maybe we should have pivoted. Looking back on some of our where we went pretty far and then ended up losing. Like it's. I don't really have a lot of regrets on it.
No, I first season too.
To me, the regret would come from recording an episode where you explain how to take down Circa Survivor and not doing it. That to me is something that would haunt you.
I also agree with that. So all right. So I think we just need to call it a case study.
Okay, I like it. And
this is the two approaches.
Week one, I could see us having 2 different entries because week 1 super tough for Survivor. I've been racking my brain for a while looking at it, Ryan.
Well, maybe. When do we plan on doing the Survivor? Let's get in the draft, then we can talk more. All right, we're gonna be going out. We'll announce the official days, but the Circa sign up weekend, we will be out there doing live shows. We're gonna have a special. That's when we'll sign up.
Themed event. Yeah, we can sign up then. We got plenty of time.
If someone wants to watch us sign up.
Oh, okay, yeah. Patreon only content of watching us sign up.
I'll shake your hand.
Okay.
Sean might.
Lot of handshaking going on. I'll shake your hand if we're at the bar drinking or you meet me over by the slot machine.
I'll give you a hug.
Okay. Really?
That's raised your handshake.
Okay. Ryan, free hugs for everyone.
I do have.
At Circa.
Feel free to ask anyone else who's met me at the Circa. There's been hugs, but have been had. All right. Are you ready, Sean? I'm gonna click the button.
No. Let me click in there.
I did.
Sorry, Ryan. I was hosting. I was getting into all the necessary business.
So I did.
I know you're here just for the draft, but we're also here as entertainers and hosts.
Oh yes, I did look around at the other lobbies, thinking maybe we test out a new feature. This very slow right now. I sat in another lobby for 25 minutes, didn't full. So we're gonna stick with Best Ball Mania.
Okay, I'm hovering over enter. Okay,
perfect. Lots of spots. 7 people left. So if you're out there and you want to listen,
yes, shout out to our live listeners.
Play with
YouTube.com/sportsgambling podcast. Smash that subscribe button. Toss us a thumbs up. Appreciate everyone. Toss us a nice rating and review over on the old Apple Podcasts. That always is pretty sweet. And again, been giving away a bunch of gift cards. Grab yourself a baby.
Quick.
What? Oh, it's already filled.
Yeah.
All right. People are chomping at the bits.
Oh boy.
Kramer, I'm number 3. I feel like I don't have a lot of number 3s. Hopefully I can get. I feel like I need more Tyreek Hill in my draft portfolio.
I was actually thinking the same thing. This draft's going to be all about maybe some diversity.
And I do. The more we talk it out, I think on VSiN we were talking passing yardage leader, and the Will Levis angle to me. That's like one of these tickets. I got to get a paper ticket next time we're out in Circa, and we're going to be doing some live shows from the Circus Studio out in Las Vegas, July 1st through 3rd, 3 to 6. Counting you down to 4th of July. Ryan, put it on the books. We are going to be handicapping 4th of July handicapping hot dog eating contest.
Okay,
that is the day to do it.
Yeah, did I misread? Was Joey Chestnut not in the news recently?
Oh, I
completely
off guard.
I thought I saw a video of him like just casually throwing back some ice cream or something like that on social media. Imagine like being a competitive eater where you have to like do like it's probably like the comedian thing where it's like make me laugh, but it's like eat a lot of food in front of me, and then he calls it training. I honestly Google Joey Chestnut training.
So we have a couple of the guys we're drafting with. Nikki Sager, number 1 pick in the house. Shout out to you, Nikki. Andrew Robb, best ball legend himself. Andrew Robb, of course, was all over Puka Nacua last year.
He was.
Yes, he's drafted out of the 5 spot. Christian McCaffrey, Jamar Chase goes. Oh wow, value at CeeDee Lamb. No, thank you. Give me Tyreek Hill. Who's going to be throwing to CeeDee Lamb is the question, Ryan.
Really?
Dak needs a new deal. Micah Parsons needs a new deal. CeeDee Lamb needs a new deal.
Why are they so bad at signing?
It is very funny because I mean, you would never hear me say this normally, but they are quietly pretty decent at drafting. They just have not figured out how to keep their players, when to sign them.
Well, I will say as now that the Giants have a GM that also seems to understand the very basic logic of signing someone earlier.
Yeah.
It is funny to watch the Cowboys just like completely shit the bed. They've cost themselves at least $10 million a year with Dak. At least
you make fun of me, Ryan, for being a Howie Roseman stan, but he got the Devonta Smith, the AJ Brown deals done way ahead.
Yeah, sometimes you do it in the dark. I mean, the same thing happened with the Giants and Dexter Lawrence and Andrew Thomas last year. Like I said, it's new territory for me.
So after I take Tyreek Hill, CeeDee Lamb goes Amon-Ra St. Brown, Justin Jefferson, Bijan Robinson. Kramer, you're on the clock.
All right, so we'll be a little different. Actually, this is that part. I hate having this pick, and let's do this to be different. Take Breece Hall.
Breece Hall. I could talk myself into Breece Hall. One, just be like, the more I think about it, it's 2 years after the knee removal after the knee injury, and that's knee
Imagine
removal.
If he had a knee removal.
Well, I mean, that's what basically is going on with Nick Chubb. Bijan Robinson, Breece Hall, Puka Nacua, who I don't think is a first round pick. I'm sorry. I like Puka, but AJ Brown goes.
So all right, let's play the game then, because this part of the draft is very interesting to me. I agree with you. I think Puka, to me, AJ Brown, Garrett Wilson stand out a bit more to me in terms of that second tier of receiver or third tier. Puka not really in that tier. Marvin Harrison not really in that tier. Drake London not really in that tier to me. So it's a pretty shallow tier. I mean, if anything, I'd probably be way high on a guy like Devontae Adams versus anything, or even, I guess that's why I end up taking running backs down this end of the draft. I mean, don't you agree? Do you really want to take Drake London or Marvin Harrison here? It's a weird proposition.
No. I mean, Saquon again. I'm probably going to talk myself into him a little bit, but yeah.
Well, no, I don't think you are, because this is my different team.
Oh wow!
I'm going boomer Sooner.
Loading up on running backs.
I was going to take Barkley or Jonathan Taylor. That was the plan there.
Drake London, Marvin Harrison, Brandon Ayuk, Jonathan Taylor, Saquon Barkley goes to Kramer. How does it feel seeing Saquon Barkley is going to be in that Kelly Green Friday night? We really got to get
it. Really doesn't bother me.
If we have a decent show Friday night, Ryan, that's going to be.
I mean, Sean, you've watched me root for the Giants for a long time.
Yeah.
I was very much in love with Odell Beckham.
Yep.
I never really got to that level with Saquon. The first year it was interesting, but think about it. He's kind of been disappointing since that first year. It's always been hopeful for more. And so, and honestly, just the way it went down, it kind of made it easier for me to not really give a shit.
Wow.
Now, if he comes in, it comes back and plays against the Giants and has a good game, it's going to be annoying.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to I wouldn't say I'm terrified of that result.
Nico Collins, Chris Olave, Devontae Adams, all go.
What are you going to do here, Sean? I kind of have an idea of what you're going to do.
I think you got to complete the set here.
Really? I don't know if you have to. I disagree with that statement.
Okay.
You don't have to. If anything, it's a lot to put in one team.
Mike Evans. Well,
but I don't know what else you do.
But this is best ball, right? Give me Jalen Waddle,
Right.
Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, and just hope all their running backs get hurt.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, they could have goods. I mean, that could work out.
Oh yeah, I mean they both had. I mean Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill had awesome seasons last year, and the running backs still went out.
And they missed time.
Waddle did. I mean Tyreek Hill missed one game.
I was going to say he missed a game,
but I think that was that at the end of the year?
Did he not miss a game because of some injury? Am I misremembering?
You might be right, but he's also led the league in.
No, yeah, he had a great year.
Yards.
He crushed in the.
Debo goes. Sam Laporta.
Whew. What do you do if Achan's there? You can't possibly take him, right?
No, I'm not going to. I'm going to go lean into a zero RB build here, Ryan.
Nice.
Devin Achan not even available. Goes to Nikki Sager, who went Sam Laporta ended the second.
You know the nerds
Devin
are
Achan.
Nerds are out on zero RB.
Not the nerds I listen to. The nerds are also Kyle Pitts. Now that he has a real quarterback,
Why do the nerds still
he's
have
another year after that injury. I'm like, holy shit! And then the other nerd will be
it's back.
Well, but he has been really bad in the red zone. Yeah, but there's nothing saying he couldn't be a great red zone. Yeah, except 4 years of watching this fucking guy play football. All right, Devonta Smith, and I'm just building an elite receiving core here.
Look at all that piss. Look at all that piss,
guys. I mean, some guys just don't have it. Kyle Pitts doesn't have it. There's no reason. You're right. There's no reason he. I mean,
they don't play the game in a spreadsheet. Did you know that?
Well, the funny thing is just like, oh, he's this athletic freak, athletic specimenism. Ryan, how many receiving touchdowns has Kyle Pitts?
That's a great question. Career? 4, 6,
6.
He had 4 his first year, I think. Maybe.
No, he had 1.
Oh, 5.
That was and everyone points to he had 1,000 receiving yards as
Cooper
a rookie.
Cup.
Yeah, and he had one receiving touchdown.
Look at that. Look at Team 5. Is that a red shield? Oh, that's Andrew. He's got the red shield. Look at him.
Yeah, I like his team. Amon-Ra, Devontae Adams, Cooper Kupp.
He's over there building stuff in a lab with that red shield.
Yeah. DK Metcalf off the board. Malik Neighbors goes right in front of Ryan.
That one kind of hurt.
What are you doing here, Ryan? Jalen Hurts.
Building
wow.
the team. Oh my God. 3 straight running backs to start the build. That's good. That was good.
I like what you did there, Ryan.
Yeah, I was gonna take Neighbors. Neighbors or Hurts.
Then you lash out and take Hurts.
Well, the stack makes sense in this case. It's not really a stack. It's more just give me all the rushing touchdowns on the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about the offensive line. We'll see. Stoutland, obviously a great offensive line coach. You got Cam Jurgens filling in for old Jason Kelsey.
I mean, even if the offense moves the ball more through the air, it's still going to be a ton of touchdowns on the ground.
Yeah,
I would imagine.
100, as the kids say. Josh Allen goes. Zay Flowers off the board. Lamar Jackson. So a little bit of a quarterback run here, Ryan. But you already have an elite quarterback.
I kicked it off.
Yeah, you did.
That was the plan. So the plan is going well so far. Now we need to see if we can fill it out. I don't have a wide receiver yet. Also, that's worth noting. Do you need receivers?
You do. It's half point PPR. But you got to be able to trust your.
I see a lot of these nerds putting screenshots out there without receivers.
Stephon Diggs goes.
but I am going to be taking
Child of the Light is a username on Underdog Fantasy. Ryan, Black Shield like you. Sounds like a metal band. Child of the Light. What do you think that means?
Yeah, you were right.
Maybe a
I could
religious
see
thing?
Lars from Metallica saying it. Well, this is Childs of the Light. Napster
Sounds
was
like-
stealing it from us.
Tank Dell goes. Little run here on the Houston receivers. Kramer's sitting here. Will he take Travis Kelce?
It's very tempting at this point, isn't it? You know what? Let's do it.
You got your team's kind of all over the place.
Still no receivers. But why I get it. I understand why Kelsey's going low, but look where Sam Laporta went. Trey McBride already went, which I agree. When we do our top, when are we going to do our?
I don't know. You're the schedule man, Ryan.
True. It's coming up here. Maybe that's a good thing to do when I'm going off the grid for a little recycling. But the top 10 list, I think McBride's going to be my top tight end.
Really? Yeah. Spoiler. Come on.
I think. I mean, who's listening? They're not listening. Maybe. I do. It is interesting. I am always curious to find out. I will say I would personally listen to people draft because it's a good way to consume knowledge about where guys are getting drafted. But
Brian Reese pointing out, can't believe Sean isn't a badge bro.
Oh, that's a shot.
Andrew Robb saying, do you think the tush push will be as effective this year, Ryan?
No.
Without Jason Kelce?
No. I don't think it's not even something you can argue. When you lose an all-world Hall of Fame center who specifically is just like was incredible with leverage, it's hard to imagine they don't lose a little bit in that play. I'm sure they'll still be good at it, but
yeah,
I think you go from invincible to maybe 65.
I mean, the Eagles in general have been very good at quarterback sneaks, even dating back to like Carson Wentz. I mean, so maybe some of that was
organizational.
Kelce,
little Big Dom.
No, they actually practice quarterback sneaks. They brought in the Australian rugby team to show them leverage and how a scrum works. So yeah, having a Hall of Fame center like Jason Kelce certainly helps.
He did look like a hooker down there. Although if you cave a scrum like he does the tush push, that's a penalty. Yeah.
I took George Pickens, Ryan. Am I crazy?
No, I would. I was actually going to. It was Kelce or Pickens for me. That was the debate. And Higgins. Those were the three guys I had circled. So no, I think Pickens here to me has one of the higher upsides. I know it's Russ and Justin Fields, but to me he has that true out. Like he's an alpha receiver more than a lot of these guys are. So if he can put it all together, although early reports are he's super crazy. By the way, have you read the stuff about Deontay Johnson maybe being crazy as fuck?
No.
Mike Tomlin is a fucking god.
That makes me think Roman Wilson is gonna be crazy, but also gonna be awesome.
But let's revisit the story about Deontay Johnson showing up to his new job, going out to dinner with the head coach, and having no fucking clue who it was.
It's very weird.
Yeah,
at least underprepared.
How does Tomlin do this? He keeps a tight ship.
Also, not knowing that's like not a good a story that makes you look good. You know what I mean? Like,
no.
It's one thing if it happened.
Maybe
that's something you share with your buddies. All right. Keenan Allen had 108 catches last year. I'm bringing him back. Keenan Allen, George Pickens, Devonta Smith, Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill. Going all receivers fun. I gotta be honest.
Yeah. The teams look good. They look a lot better when you have the stud receivers. I will say. That doesn't mean they win though.
Who cares about winning, Ryan?
It is true. Basketball's about having the best
having
team.
fun.
I know.
And just look and enjoying the 5 minutes where you look at your team and just imagine how it's going to turn into $1 million. Hey, have you guys signed up with a Rhythm yet? sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm, RITHMM, killing it with their NBA player props. I'll be honest, Ryan. Yeah. I go, they had Kyrie Irving for game 2. They like the under on Kyrie Irving. I go, Rhythm, I know you got data-driven AI props. I know you have great models where you can customize your own model, but my gut handicapping tells me Kyrie Irving's going to have a bounce-back game. I was wrong.
He better.
Rhythm was right. So Rhythm cashed. I did not. I should have listened to Rhythm. I have the free 7-day trial. Yeah, let the nerds do the heavy lifting with the math. It is very cool. If you're interested in modeling at all, and not the kind that Ryan does with our merch. Data modeling, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. Get in over there, get signed up, and get your free 7-day trial. Try it out. It's great for golf as well. WNBA, NBA, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm, RITHMM. You want those NFL models, Ryan, ready, firing on all cylinders. I did see, I was driving up north. We're
close.
The family birthday party was in outside of Yosemite, right?
Very nice.
It's a nice little small town right outside of Yosemite, and I saw a ladder had fallen off truck and it was sitting on the side of the freeway. My first thought was, well, 100 days till NFL, less than 100 days. That's how I knew.
Ladder bets.
That's how I knew.
Of course.
The time has come. We're almost there. I'm seeing ladders. I'm thinking about bets. That's why I know. NFL right around the corner. Cannot wait.
It is fun when you see a ladder and you think about betting.
Yeah. Hard not to now. Hard not to. Anthony Richardson's gone. CJ Stroud's gone. Ryan, do I have to draft Tua?
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of put yourself.
We had June Jones on who coached Tua and in the high school level, right? And when he was out there in Hawaii, and I was asking him, I go, do you think part of it is because he's left-handed and the ball looks funny coming out weird? And then I go, do you think there's a bias against left-handed quarterbacks? And he goes, yeah, kind of, because I don't want to have to totally flip my offense. I go, here's how it is. You figure it out.
You kind of like, it's almost like he had never thought about it until we brought it up, and he's like,
it's like, yeah,
you bring up a good point.
It's a pretty good question.
And because then he followed through with, because I don't want to change my I don't want to flip my offense around.
I told myself I was going to draft a running back. I lied. Took another receiver, DeAndre Hopkins. Let's go.
Oh, interesting. He was in my queue because I did take Calvin Ridley earlier, which I saw a news blurb. Calvin Ridley to be used like Jamar Chase. Hopefully he can play football like Jamar Chase. I took. So I'm getting a little bit more stack conscious for week 17. So Breece Hall I paired with Keon Coleman.
Okay. Who do the Titans have week 17, right?
Have you not done any studying yet?
No, my flashcards haven't arrived
Jacksonville.
Yet.
So it's another one of the divisional matchups, which you gives you a little bit extra bang for your buck because of course you get 2 weeks out of that correlation.
Oh, in the playoffs.
No, just in general. But it's week 17, but you also get that other like random in season week where you get a little extra juice correlation. Okay. Divisional stuff,
Yeah.
You get 2 extras. Gotcha. So and then Calvin Ridley, of course, sets up a Will Levis stack later that I'm now going to be competing with Sean for, I would imagine, since he hasn't taken a quarterback yet.
Nope. Don't need to. Aaron Jones goes.
Oh my guy. Son of a bitch.
Do I take Brian Thomas?
He's a good stack for D Hop. They have.
Do I go 7 receivers? First 7 picks, 7 receivers.
Do you like any of these running backs?
I do like Najee Harris. Yeah.
You probably wise to take the running back but there was some correlation for you in Brian Thomas.
Yeah, considered it.
See how quickly I was able to recall that information. Who's Pittsburgh?
Bengals.
Kansas City.
Okay, close.
Yeah.
David Montgomery goes.
You do now. I would assume you've now also queued up the Pittsburgh quarterback as you have a.
Who is that?
George Pickens. I would. You have to do some Russ, I think, but it's Justin Fields every time for me.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna take Fields with like one of my late picks.
I've never taken Russ. No, one time I took Russ maybe. So damn sexy. Used to be so damn sexy. All right, so I'll take the Brian Thomas angle then because I'll pair that with Calvin Ridley. So we've got Breece Hall stacked with Keon Coleman. We've got Brian Thomas stacked with Calvin Ridley. Unfortunately, the Eagles have a Cowboy for me to deal with later. And then the Chiefs bring back for week 17 is, like I just mentioned, Pittsburgh. Sean already took the good pick that I like. We'll see where I go with the second one. I'm at this point, I'm just taking best receivers available. I think I just have to stack receivers. Jaylen Warren wasn't my queue. He was one of the guys I probably would have considered taking. There's some correlation there with Kelsey, but also I have 2 running backs. probably should think about looking at a third here. Don't want to be all of a sudden weak at the position.
4 more picks till you, Ryan. What are you thinking here?
I was just saying I need the best possible receiver available, but the guys I was looking at both went. I don't think there's anyone I'm looking to necessarily reach.
Earl James checking in saying just here for the Darren Waller tribute video. Ryan, do you have anything planned?
I mean, again, not. I wish I could. I wish I was like sad about this one, but him putting out one of the worst rap albums. I mean, just I don't want to be an old guy, but that's not music. Whatever he's doing is not music. It's also weird that there's like people getting stabbed in there. It's like emotional. He's drowning, but then coming back to life. There's a lot to do with that music video, but it tells me one thing. If you're making a music video in the offseason, we learned this with Kadarius Toney, you're not interested in playing football. Period. Right?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah. So retire, save the team some money, and let's fucking go. All right. God damn it. This is a gotta take Samir White.
Damn it.
Sorry, Sean.
You're destroying my 0 RB strategy, Ryan. What about James Conner? I mean,
yeah.
Do we really think Jonathan Brooks is just going to hit the ground running?
If I'm being honest for you, I'd probably take Mostert. I'd probably just take a stab on the Miami running back and make your stack a little bit more interesting. I mean, you're already betting on the offense scoring a lot of touchdowns. Raheem Mostert seems to
like Raheem Mostert,
but I'm sure there's other guys you like.
Also, well, not Tony Pollard. I mean, he's fine, but I'm going to wait till Tajay Spears time if I'm going Tennessee running back.
I guess the projection would tell you lots of catches.
And Raheem Mostert goes to Andrew Robb, who's watching the show. Great work, Ryan. Great work. And Dak Prescott goes.
Dickhead.
Well, thank you, Andrew. You just helped me win $1 million with James.
Right, should we email
James? I love James Conner.
Should we report our own collusion? Did I bring this up on the last show? But there are people now that are, if they don't get their stack, they're just drafting horribly, trying to get the draft thrown out. I mean, what a pussy ass move.
Oh, that's interesting. I mean, do they have they been thrown out the
you
drafts?
have to ban those people, otherwise they'll just continue to do it. You just have to like have a 0 tolerance policy of like, no, you can't act like a bitch. We got no bitches on this platform.
Bitches get stitches.
Bitches get stitches. Exactly.
Zach Moss. Where are you at with him?
I love Zach Moss, and I think the Pittsburgh situation, the Bengals situation are two that come to mind where I like both running backs where they're being drafted. And I would even go as far like, can you take both? Would that be stupid?
What?
Draft both, Chase and Zach Moss.
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably, but I do like Zach Moss. I think he has. I think he's.
What about Javonte Williams? I feel like I've been waffling about Javonte Williams.
I would take Zach. Zach Moss is going to come into a great offense. We know offenses tend to correlate to running back touchdowns, and so if you could project Zach Moss to a 10 touchdown season, you love him right here.
All right, he's available. Give me Zachary Moss. Yeah, he had 5 touchdowns. It feels like it was kind of a.
Yeah, but he's on a new team now. I mean,
no, I'm saying
he was really good with Jonathan Taylor
in a good way. Jaden Daniels goes, who again, he's on the Washington Redskins, but so they're gonna fuck up the quarterback position. That being said, I think he's very interesting fantasy wise. Nerds definitely like him, Ryan.
Oh yeah.
Brock Purdy is available.
I'm still. We're just tick-tocking along here. I mean, Javonte Williams is very interesting because of what he was.
Kyron Williams, Ryan, dealing with some foot issues. Blake Corum shooting up ADP boards. You buying? It does
seem like he's shooting up ADP. Yeah, why not? Why wouldn't you buy the hype?
Okay.
All right, let me be a homer for this one.
Don't like that play.
Oh, I love this play.
You like explain Devin Singletary.
He looked great last year. We liked him in that Houston offense, and I think basically he's going to come into a situation where I think they were going to be spread out a lot, and he's going to be running into light boxes. Now, Yeah, so I don't think this is a touchdown play. This is probably more of just at this point he's a starting running back, and I think he's going to be around. And I think the running back has produced some points for the Giants over the last couple of years. That would be my take. Let's see if my gamble pays off though.
Trey Benson goes, Romeo Dubs, Rashid Shaheed.
You like Connor in this 8th round or Benson a round later? We liked Benson. James Conner eventually gets hurt, right?
Well, I took James Conner, but so yeah, I'm rolling the dice here with Conner.
Gambling. Need to one more pick. All right.
Caleb Williams goes. Kramer, you're on the clock. Who are you taking? Dallas Goedert.
Oh, easy. I slid in a nice little double stack now for Jalen Hurts while no one was looking. I also have Kelsey and Goddard now. Don't even know if I need another tight end. What do you think about that?
You're crazy, man. You're crazy.
3 tight ends. All right. I agree. So what's your next pick then? Another running back?
Trevor Lawrence goes to Andrew Robb. So that is Andrew's first quarterback.
This team's horrible. That's the worst team, right? That's definitely the worst.
Dalton
team.
Schultz
I'm gonna
goes.
scroll up so I can look at it. Sean, you got your guy.
Who?
Well, there's a running back that you were talking about earlier.
Oh yeah, Tajay Spears. And that's a nice little mini stack with DeAndre Hopkins.
Look at all these old receivers that I do like Andrew Robb's team. It's annoying. I see a lot of people getting really high on Christian Kirk this year. Would you rather have? And he took Christian Kirk and Evan Ingram to go with Trevor Lawrence. You're not excited with that quarterback though.
What's their rookie's name?
Brian Thomas.
Brian Thomas. Yeah,
he's a rookie.
Yeah, I think the upside case for him certainly is there. We've seen rookies come in good spots and really blow up.
Just realized I only have 3 receivers.
Justin Herbert goes.
We gotta work on this. We can do this.
Blake Corum, Ryan. Did you answer the question? Are you in on him?
I'm more in on him now than I was before, especially at this price, especially for a team like what you're building. Although I will say for your team, I might look when I'm building teams like this. I always like to have a nice high.
Blake Corum goes to Nikki Sager, who's listening to the show. Congrats.
I would like a high floor pass catcher here. If I'm building, like I love my 0 RB rooms to have one guy that I know is going to have a decent floor, especially early in the season when you don't know who the workload of some of these guys.
Well, all right. I guess I'll take Tua.
Oh yeah, you should definitely. You don't want to screw that up.
No.
I was talking about Austin Eckler.
He's interesting for sure.
Well, the guys who are listening are just stealing our great ideas.
It's a problem of hosting the show, Ryan.
All right. So they say you just got to stack talent. Let's go. I need receivers. I only have 3.
Kendre Miller goes, damn, he's a guy that was in my queue. I'm high on. I think, yeah, especially for best ball, like massive upside. Kendre Miller in a dome. I mean, Alvin Kamara possibly hitting the wall. They had some like nice explosive looks last season.
Yeah.
You don't like Kendre Miller?
I do.
Oh, okay.
I do, but I'm now starting to read stuff about Alvin Kamara. It's spring, so it's everything's positive.
Oh, that he's like ready to go and gonna dominate.
Best shape of his life.
How many games did Alvin Kamara play, Ryan, off the top of your head last year?
Well, he was suspended for a bunch.
That's part of the formula.
4?
12 games he played, or 13 games played, 12 games started.
I played the game better that time.
694 rushing yards, 5 touchdowns.
Get it wrong.
75 catches. All right, so that was still pretty. I would have not guessed that many high catches. Tyler said he's stream sniping.
It's bullshit. Void.
All right, Jerome Ford goes. Zach Charbonnet off the board.
Love the Charbonnet pick. The Seattle's going to pound the fucking rock. I'm kind of scared about off the receivers now in Seattle. Little worried we're going to see a lot of running of the goddamn football.
Yeah, I'm anything tied to Geno this year is hyper fragile in my mind. That's my new way of saying shitty.
Yeah,
Hyper fragile.
I like that.
I just don't. I mean, I feel like I've had a good handle on Geno, and this I think is just not going to go well for him. I'm just very skeptical, and I guess maybe one of the ways it could go well is it's one of those their defense is bad without Pete Carroll, and they rack up a ton of garbage yards. But I don't know. I'm super skeptical of what's going on in Seattle.
Yeah,
I think I mean especially if you're drafting. I mean I don't know how often Geno Smith's getting drafted. I'm sure. I guess in Best Ball Mania he will get drafted, but he is not a lock to be starting the entire season by any means. I mean, new coaching staff. They're not tied to him. They brought in Sam Howell, who
electric.
If things go wrong, you can see them punting. Ooh, Ty Chandler is a guy that all of a sudden I've added to my list.
Why?
Because
he's backing up Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
You hate Aaron Jones.
No, Aaron Jones getting injured in that. The more I think about it, and Ty Chandler's numbers were pretty good. So he's a guy I'm hearing getting hype that I actually was kind of intrigued by.
3 rookies and Calvin Ridley. My receiving room right now. Need more. Need more.
Wow. That is intriguing, Ryan.
In a good way or bad way?
Some would say bad.
You're low key intrigued by my build here. Jalen Hurts, Aaron Rodgers, Breece Hall, Saquon Barkley, Zamir White, Devin Singletary, Calvin Ridley, Keon Coleman, Brian Thomas, Adonai Mitchell, Travis Kelce, Dallas Goedert.
Took Antonio Gibson.
Nice. He was in my queue. He fits what we were talking earlier with Austin Eckler, pass catcher, going to be involved in the game plan early. If they suck early, he's going to have a nice floor for you. You probably need a running back that's going to get you 10 points just in case in those first couple of weeks. We talked it out.
Yeah. Let's see. Do I draft another running back? I kind of don't like where this running back group is right there.
What do you mean?
I just took a look at the running backs.
Pretty trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have to add in another receiver here. Darnell Mooney. No, I don't really like that. Xavier Legette. Vidal. What do we know about Vidal, Ryan?
They brought in Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins. I know J.K. Dobbins gets hurt all the time. I don't know what Harbaugh's going to do there. It does seem like Gus Edwards the guy.
You can use the tight end. Give me Luke Musgrave. High on him.
Are you going to take Jonnu Smith? Hope you got him in the queue.
I might.
Or are you going to take a second quarterback or just going to fly solo with Tua? Full commitment. Why is no one drafting Gabe Davis?
Yeah, I don't get that. I mean,
isn't he a best ball target? Didn't they give him lots of money to come be a deep threat?
Yeah.
Kind of fits my team. I because Brian Thomas feels like he's also going to be a deep threat. So maybe I get those two guys and one of them scores a touchdown every week with the high powered Jags offense.
Look at Andrew Robb. Look at how late you can get Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
So, he's got Stafford and Cup. Did he get Nakua as well?
It's exactly why I took Aaron Rodgers when I guess I could have waited, but I just felt like it was getting to that range where guys take their backups.
Why is Kirk Cousins available? I thought everyone was going to be high on this Atlanta offense. How is Drake London a number 1 receiver or a receiver in the first round?
He got hurt. Hold on. He's dealing with a knee injury.
Who? Kirk Cousins?
No, sorry, Gabe Davis.
Oh, okay.
I'm on the clock. I'm working some shit out. He could potentially be a bring back for my if I go Will Levis here later for my 3rd quarterback. Do I go 3 quarterbacks? I don't think I need to. But I might just in case.
Okay.
Give me a receiver on the Eagles.
Receiver on the Eagles.
This is where you bring up
that's
your boy
available
from Florida State. Johnny Wilson.
Johnny Wilson's super fun. If you want one of the
who's gonna make the team though?
Oh
man, I'm filled with awesome digs tonight.
I mean, Paris Campbell is definitely going to make the team. Right now, he is the starting 3rd receiver.
Really? He sucks.
Yeah, so that's why I think Johnny Wilson's path is pretty good.
Yeah, Paris Campbell went from like the Giants wanting to use him a lot to just lost his role completely.
Yeah, I think he's an old indie guy who probably knows the system well, and they bring him in, but I imagine it's just kind of a placeholder till one of these rookies knocks him out. Deshaun Watson available, Ryan.
Oh, I wish.
Make or break year for Deshaun Watson. Some are saying. Geno Smith available. Baker Mayfield waking up feeling dangerous.
I think I gotta take. Let's see.
What do we make of the Bears depth chart at running back?
Let me take Jaleel
DeAndre Swift,
McLaughlin
Roshan
first.
Johnson, Khalil Herbert.
I don't know. It's confusing. No one's getting drafted.
Oh, Kramer, you're taking my boy Jaleel McLaughlin.
Yeah, no,
sounds like a law firm.
Yeah, no, you talking about him all the time. Then I caught Sean Payton talking about how he's built different, just how his process and his work ethic, and the classic off-season stuff that gets me excited. 14th round, little pass catch. I don't mind that one. It's kind of off the track from what I'm doing, but
possibly a little stretch. But I had to take Will Levis there. Didn't want you getting him around.
Fucking bitch. That's unbelievable.
How so?
It's unbelievable.
What's unbelievable about it? Khalil Herbert. We like him. Guy just runs hard. Or do I go J.K. Dobbins?
I would take
J.K. Dobbins.
I would take Dameon Pierce.
Really?
Yeah. That's where I'm all the way around on like Mixon's old, dude.
All right. I like Dameon Pierce.
You take who you want.
No, I will. I'll take Dameon Pierce.
What do I do here? Oh, Wan'Dale.
Do I need more than 6 receivers if they're all awesome?
Yes, probably. Maybe not. Probably want 7. I'm sure someone in the chat can ring you in. Not taking Troy Franklin at all.
I read an interesting article about how if your guy doesn't have an ADP, don't draft him.
Draft him or draft.
Just put him in my queue.
I think drafting him is what they're saying though.
No.
What do you mean?
Read our buddy John Jackson did a massive deep dive. There's a sweet spot in how deep you can go ADP.
It's scroll the F down. They don't mean it. They only mean some of the way down.
Yeah, not all the way down.
Not all the way down.
Scroll the F down there's a breaking point, Ryan.
Got it.
Ooh, your buddy Tracy. Huh?
I'm breaking the rules. I'm breaking the rules.
Probably also undrafted.
Still need 5. He's definitely not undrafted. That's an uneducated take.
What's his?
That's an uneducated take.
What's his normal ADP?
I don't know. He's 100% drafted in these. I would say close to 100% of these.
Okay.
You just can't say horribly inaccurate bullshit.
What's his ADP?
You want me to look it up?
I'll look it up for you,
please.
Tyrone Tracy, 194. Congrats, Ryan. Things looking up. Great reports out of camp. Our buddy Steffi Smalls getting super horny for Daniel Jones. Nature's healing. We're back, baby.
I think I helped her get there. I posted a "fuck it, I'm back," and she's like, "All right, me too."
Warmed it up for her?
Oh yeah, I got it going. Spit on it first.
Oh wow,
yeah.
Ryan, come on.
Well,
that is a disgusting act.
Oh, it's a metaphor for lubrication.
Oh, okay. Now that you clean that up. Aeneas Smith is the guy. Aeneas Smith. Yeah. Interesting. We'll see.
Oh boy. Who do I take? Do I not bring back?
I mean, Aeneas Smith, I'm excited about him, but he's also 190 pounds, listed as 190 pounds, 5'10".
It's pretty light.
I don't know. I think if I had to choose a deep guy, I would go Johnny Wilson, but
yeah.
Brian Reese pointing out Kramer's cooked. He's going to get buried at receiver.
What do you mean?
I'm engaging.
I'm explaining. Yeah. I'm casually building a very nice team.
How is Isaiah Likely still available?
He's a backup.
Yeah, but he's.
You asked the question, I answered it.
Where did they draft him at? Like, I feel like this guy is. Isaiah Likely's really good, man.
We like
Isaiah Likely.
We like Isaiah Likely.
More or less career touchdowns than Kyle Pitts. That's going to be my new segment.
More.
Correct. In 2 years, he is 8 as a backup.
That's
Kyle
great.
Pitts is a future Hall of Famer, only 6.
How many more picks do we get?
Well, one of them, Ryan, I'm using on my buddy Chigozimo Okonkwo.
Nice
Stacking opportunity here.
Can I tell you someone else you should take?
Who?
To complete your Tennessee situation?
Sure.
You should take the receiver. Or did he get taken?
Tyler Boyd?
Yeah.
I like Tyler Boyd.
The coach brought him in from Cincy. That usually means something.
But do I need a third receiver or a third quarterback more? Or Tyler Boyd?
You don't need a third quarterback, do you? You got Tua.
I got Tua and Will
So
Levis.
you probably need a third quarterback. I see what you're saying. Who's your third quarterback? Bryce Young.
Oh, I know who my third quarterback is. I'm just saying
You should take your third quarterback.
All right, and then
Figure it out.
take my third quarterback. Figure it out from there.
What position's your last pick?
I could probably use a third tight end as well.
I'll say this: Tyrone Tracy's getting drafted more than Justin Fields, which is. Some say that it should be Russ. I've seen the internet scoffing at people like us who draft Justin Fields.
Oh, in best ball, he's awesome. I mean,
because Russ is going to be the starter. They're scoffing at us because the odds are so clear that Russ is going to be the starter.
No, I don't doubt that. I'm just saying when fantasy football playoff time comes around and Justin Fields is trotting out there in week 16 and the offense is, I mean, Ryan, isn't this just Arthur Smith's wet dream is to have a rushing quarterback like Justin Fields? I mean, who fits?
Yeah, this is perfect.
Who fits Arthur Smith's system more?
No one. This is honestly,
Arthur Smith's system all about deep balls on the side of the field, avoiding the middle of the field and not running as a quarterback.
Yes.
I guess I don't really know what the Arthur Smith system is because he did have some shitty quarterbacks.
It's a lifestyle. That's why.
Do I go Carson Steele or do I get a third tight end, Ryan?
Go Carson Steele.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
I got Luke Musgrave and Chig. What more does a guy need?
Is 7 receivers enough?
Not for you. Your receivers suck.
That's not nice. My receivers are pretty solid. Got Calvin Ridley.
So
Coleman.
you would take, yeah, because I do have. I guess I could take tight. Jonas Smith's never going to catch a touchdown. He's probably not worth taking.
That's who you should take
over Carson Steele.
Yeah,
I guess.
Is Carson Steele your bring back for Justin Fields double stack?
Oh, okay, sure.
I mean, come on, dude.
Yeah,
get laser focused.
I don't do that week 17 stuff.
I'm fine if you want to say that, but don't then do it some of the time.
What did I didn't do much of it here.
Well, you're asking me questions about it.
Yeah, I enjoy the banter of, seeing if you're up to date on your flashcards.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Who's my next pick? I should probably take one more receiver.
Brian Reese saying he's assuming Aeneas is going to make it as a returner.
Son of a bitch! What the fuck? I'm trying to get some Daniel Jones ownership here. You cocksucker!
Wow, you scared the dog.
I'm just kidding. I was never going to draft Daniel Jones there. Yes, I was.
Oh, 100% you were.
Who is that? Is that person in the chat?
Probably.
If they are, reach out and I'll give you my address so you can mail me a check.
Brian Reese saying thinks Aeneas Smith likely make the team.
A lot of Aeneas Smith talk on the
as a returner. I don't know about that. I wouldn't say 100%. I don't remember his name coming up when they were talking about who was fielding kicks. I think they like Cooper DeJean too.
They do seem to be projecting that some teams will identify the new kickoff as a reason to have a specialist, special specialist. So worth noting.
100%.
Do you think so?
Oh yeah. I mean, I think that's.
What position would you want your return man? Like, cause
Cordero Patterson, I think that's why they brought him into Pittsburgh.
Yes. Well, but do you think many teams are going to follow on the spear that Tomlin and Arthur Smith are sitting on when it comes to the analytics?
No, but I do think again. I think it's going to help some of these guys on the bubble roster for sure.
I just wonder if it's gonna be this. Oh yeah, you need a kickoff specialist. The new play is like.
No, but I mean, think about when the kickoff was real. You didn't need a kickoff specialist. You had your one or two guys. A lot of times they played offense, but sometimes you get the defensive guys. And I think
my point is the play has been so ridiculous. It's just a kneel down. It didn't matter as much.
Okay.
Whereas now it's bringing it back, and so like to me, you want a running back. I would want like a good like Tyrone Tracy to me like that. I wonder if that's what he's going to do for the Giants. Like I'd want a shifty running back. Basic. Well, think about it. You got a shifty guy. You want to get the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
So the shiftiest guy in your team, I would make the kickoff guy. Cordero Patterson fits that bill for the Steelers.
Kramer, here's my team: Tua, Will Levis, Justin Fields. Kind of funny. But I mean, all well stacked. Funny? And then I 0 RB, but I got Najee Harris, James Conner, Zach Moss, Tajay Spears, Antonio Gibson, Damian Pierce, Carson Steele. Receivers are where I really shine. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Devonta Smith, George Pickens, Keenan Allen,
nice.
DeAndre Hopkins. Only 2 tight ends: Luke Musgrave and Chigoziem Okonkwo.
That's a little thin there.
Yeah, I would say I wish maybe I got a 3rd tight end, but I don't know who I'm swapping out.
Yeah. All right, Jalen Hurts, Aaron Rodgers, 2 quarterbacks only. Breece Hall, Saquon Barkley, Zamir White, Devin Singletary, Jaleel McLaughlin, and Tyrone Tracy. He's kind of like a receiver. That's why I don't have as many receivers. Yes. Calvin Ridley, Keon Coleman, Brian Thomas, Adonai Mitchell, Gabe Davis, Demario. Did you watch the video of Demario Douglas running up the hill?
No.
What do you do all day?
What do you mean?
These are important pieces of content.
Right,
you were the one for the football.
You were the one who didn't even know Justin Jefferson got signed.
That's fair. It
was like 4:00 in the afternoon. Justin Jefferson got signed.
But Demario Douglas just released some really amazing workout videos of him sprinting up a hill and catching a football. I'm in. Jalen Hyatt and Jalen McMillan, who, by the way, Baker saying very nice things about Jalen McMillan down there in Tampa. And then only 2 tight ends, Travis Kelce and Dallas Goedert. So for those keeping track at home, we did not stack Aaron Rodgers with a receiver. We stacked him with Breece Hall. It's
really?
Called getting unique.
You didn't get any Jets receivers.
Didn't want Mike Williams.
No Conklin.
Malachi Corley didn't work, and I didn't need a 3rd tight end.
I would have found Conklin there. Ryan, you mentioned social media. You know who was featured on the Chiefs' social media?
Taylor Swift. Oh, you talking about videos?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I watched the
Carson Steele.
Well, it's because Patrick Mahomes with that behind the back pass that Steele reaches backward to catch. Is that what you're? Yeah. Okay.
You don't put out a clip with Carson Steele if he's not making the team.
But also, do you like how I just knew what clip you were talking about? Because I just constantly watching clips of bullshit football in the spring.
I consume way more football, right? I don't have my digital.
You didn't see the Demario Douglas. Where was that video on your feed? You got to watch the off-field stuff too.
Players that matter.
You like Pop Douglas? Now you're out on Pop Douglas?
Oh, he's fun and some Drake.
He's just like Antonio Gibson. He's the short stuff guy. He's going to get open, make the easy throw. Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Good times as always. Remember, Sunday Night Football every Sunday right here. Lock it in. 8:30 Pacific. Hop in. Be a lot of drafts, some futures, team previews. I'm sure we'll get it all in the. We'll get the phone lines open. Ryan, I don't know if we kind of forgot about the phone line. So,
well, I was actually looking at it. 2 things. I didn't actually. It looks like I missed the request to speak. I'll have to figure that out. But it was serial. But it also looks like there's now a chat in the Discord for the show. So we'll also pay attention to that chat. Learning something new every day.
YouTube.com/sportsgamblingpodcast. Smash that subscribe button. Toss us a nice rating and review. Always appreciate that.
Lots of episodes this week, Sean. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second the money green. He's Ryan.
Good draft, Sean.
Kramer. Let it ride.